Okay, so that was the last time that I was at South by Southwest, 2024 to be exact. And 2025 might be the last time that anyone gets to experience the festival as we know it. So in case you missed it, the Austin Convention Center is being torn down, and they're going to be doing construction all the way until 2029. So South by Southwest decided, instead of, moving the festival somewhere else, which would have been a terrible idea, they're condensing the festival down into 7 days. That means that music, film, tech, education, all of these things are going to happen in a 7-day span. And so I've been going to South by since 2016, back when I still had hair. Today I'm going to walk you through some of my past experiences with South by, what made it my favorite festival, and honestly the thing I look forward to going to every year, either as an attendee or a performer. And we'll talk about some of the massive changes and what that can mean for fans and for artists alike. So by the way, this is part of my Redacted Adventure series. It's kind of a travel series where I just go around the world, meeting people, having fun, doing random and I try to share the lessons that I've learned, the experiences that I've had on those adventures with all of you, to really just inspire more people to get up and take a chance and go somewhere. It doesn't have to be flashy influencer travel. It doesn't even have to be broke backpack. You don't have to go to all of the trending spots. You can go to the same city and find something that is uniquely interesting to you. So if you're into that type of thing, I would really appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe to me. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and it's a grind. So anyway, I appreciate it. Okay, so back in 2016, 2017, I fulfilled my dream of performing at South by Southwest for the first time. I did 2 years back to back. And looking back, some of those lineups were kind of insane. I performed on stages with 21 Savage, Jack Harlow, The Baby, Rich the Kid, OG Mako, Cap G, Jose Guapo, Scotty ATL, Sunny Digital, K Camp, PNB Rock, Joey Fats, Maxo Cream, Lex Luger, Joey Perp, De Niro Ferrar, Kimbe X, Big Sant, Neff DeFaro, Money Making Neek, and so many more. Those were just the names that I feel like maybe you would know. I don't know. And even back then, I remember thinking how am I even on this bill? The time that I opened for 21 Savage is probably one of the most memorable events of my life. And I actually didn't get a chance to perform, right? So real quick, before I get into the rest of this video, I dropped off my music to the DJ at this event. Then I had to go to another show because South by is just spread all over the city, and you might have multiple shows in one night and you're just bouncing back and forth, right? So I go to another show, do that set, kill it, boom. I come back to this venue. Damn, I can't even get in the venue because the owners and the bouncers are yo, it's at capacity. And I booked through one promoter that was partnering with some other crew, I think called Dirty Glove Bastards. Not even I think. I'll never forget because it's up for them niggas forever for treating it this way. But anyways, I'm yo, man, I'm Cam Murdoch. I'm on the bill. I'm trying to get in, blah, blah, blah. And he's yo, I don't give a who you are. I got 21 Savage in here and I'm trying to get him in. And at the time, I didn't really know who 21 Savage was, and it's not my type of music. Even looking back at a lot of these artists I performed with, I really don't know why I was on those sets, because if you've heard my music, it's
girl, I'm sick. I ain't trying to go back outside.
It's not that. So I never listened to 21 Savage until this night because his name is 21 Savage. Now he's one of my favorite rappers. Anyways, I look to my left and it's 21 and all 21 of his Savages, and they standing in line. And there's another artist who the DJ lost his music too. So we actually in the same boat. We both just be alright, I'm 22 and you 23, man. Let's get in the line behind the other Savages. So we finally go in. The promoter that booked me is yo, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. We're gonna put you on after 21 and before the other headline. Okay, bet. It might work out better for me. The venue's packed, is jumping in there. And then 21 Savage, I remember he had his one lyric where he's I ride by and put shells in your mama's crib or something like that. Whatever song that was, he was performing it. And I'm just off to the side, looking up at the ceiling. And it's a pretty old venue. It's oldish. There's some condensation building up out there, right? And I literally see this happen. I see the condensation, just a singular water drop fall. It hit 21 right in his little knife mark, right in his little tattoo. And he stops everything. He looks at the crowd. It's a bunch of like white kids too, by the way. He looks at the crowd. He's like, "Yo, who just threw water at me? I'll beat your ass." And they start going crazy. Like they cheering. They like, "Yeah, beat my ass." This is Austin, Texas, bro. They ain't taking too kindly to this type of interaction around these parts. They probably didn't want the shit to be happening in the first place once they saw like what type of artists. Anyways, they called their boys, the cops, from like outside, because it's Austin, right? The cops are all just like in the middle of 6th Street. They letting you do whatever. They letting you smoke, drink outside. Like as long as nobody's getting hurt, they just, it's anything goes. So they just, you know what I'm saying, whistle. I can't whistle. "Hey, Jim." And then they get the cops coming here and shut the whole thing down. And I'm like, damn, I ain't get to perform in front of this lit crowd because 21 inside of the riot. Anyways, over the years, South by Southwest has kind of become just like a constant in my creative journey. And it's been fun to watch it like further evolve from, you know, music and film festival to now being really important in education and technology as well. And my career is kind of taken like a parallel trajectory. I really got into tech and was doing a lot of marketing things for tech companies and doing a lot of music releases in partnership with those companies. So in the latter years or more recent years, South by has like had a dual importance for me. Like I could really go there and make deals, establish new partnerships, and just like get my shit off. So last time I went to South by in 2024 was really dope because after going for so many times, I felt like I really knew how to navigate. Like, not to mention I lived in Austin or just outside of Austin on a cattle ranch for a whole summer. It really is like my like second or third hood at this point. So I knew all the spots for food. I knew all the spots for shopping. I knew where all the parties were gonna be at. And I had a show. I was there with two of my good friends, LC and Jamie Cornelia, both amazing rappers in their own right. And we were doing a show together at this cannabis dispensary.
Feeling more like myself as each moon passes by. I'm sorry I couldn't stay. I only came to get high. And you know that I stay high. My tank on E, but I'm gas. Feeling free from my past. I need that feeling to last. Damn.
I usually travel solo, as you've probably seen, but this time was really special because I got to like share it with friends and show them some of the things I loved about the city. And then we also got to just like fuck around and make our own adventures, man.
Not even 24 hours, my man's got a Tesla. My man's out here going crazy.
Let me do it. Okay, good. Come on. Put a prayer up for me. This was not realistic. Oh, move that guy. I'm not gonna get him. They're not even, the game is rigged. Now I just got some random bullshit or nothing at all. They cheating, bro, because I pressed the button near here. Oh. That's it? No, it's not. Alright, maybe I should just try to get something else. Maybe you just can't get what you want. Let's try if I try to get this. Come on. The game is rigged. The game is rigged. The game is rigged. Oh my god. It was in my hands.
Welcome to my roller session. Smoke these joints we throw to Texas. I'ma shine through. I just got a golden presence in the night, throwing energy. I'm so fluorescent.
And then you'll be able to see it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Perspective is everything. Sometimes it'll take you from like this point of view to like the overhead. We are not alike. Cause all my money get jumped, talk with a profit.
So I mentioned before that like it's not just music. There's tech, there's film, education, and the tech part really became something of importance to me. I was just coming off of like a really big win of a grant competition for this AI short film that I made. I'm gonna put a link in the description. Go check that out later on my other page called Surf Noir. But yeah, I just won this huge grant of like $250K, and I was on a high. I ain't gonna bab to you. This time I actually got to participate just a little bit. So me and Jamie collaborated on a modified viewfinder. So basically I generated these AI images that told a story that goes with my song Back Alive. And then Jamie put them into a film reel for a viewfinder, which like we were surprised you can even still get. And we made a couple of those and brought them with us to South by. When I say that I'm back alive, in my latest record, Back Alive, streaming everywhere now.
Out now.
Like, where am I back alive from? So this is actually a sneak peek to recant what I saw when I crossed the plane into Surf Noir. There's a border town called Heaven's Beach, and so pretty interesting sights there. It's a little livelier than one might expect of a place with dead people, but yeah, man.
But I'm just seeing the thing. I'm seeing motifs. I'm seeing Angels, Angel's Cafe. I'm seeing. You said it was called Heaven's what? Heaven's Beach?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is beautiful, man.
Thank you.
I think this is a really interesting way to tell and introduce this like world. Ooh.
That's cool.
Nigga, are those waffles?
Yeah.
I already like this world. I like this world already.
I got questions. This is crazy. Yo, what the? Oh, shit, I messed up. Oh, there we go. Yo, this is bananas.
And it was just fun getting to watch people engage with that, seeing like the blend of their nostalgia for what a viewfinder used to be with like their fascination with how we incorporated AI into it. And I also got to explore some of the tech experiments that other musicians were doing, like this video game that the homie Heno and Tara worked on, which was really dope. Like, I wish I could show you gameplay footage, but you just gonna have to look at me enjoying it and just imagine. Another thing that makes South by like really special to me is just the vast amount of opportunities to connect with people. You got the venues you're performing at that you can spin the block and come back to like in the off season. You got other artists, producers, promoters, you got industry execs there. Like for example, last time I was there, I got a chance to play music for one of my childhood heroes, super producer Timbaland. I found out Timbaland was in town listening to music, and I took that as a sign, cause we both from Virginia or whatever, and I grew up on his beats. So after waiting for 3 hours, I finally got my chance, and to be honest, I'm not gonna hold you, I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay.
Where you from? I'm from Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, Lord. Shit.
Hey man, I've been waiting 4 hours to say that. Can't wait. All right, let's get into it. My name is Cam Murdoch, by the way. This is my song Back Alive. It's from an upcoming tape called Big Dividends.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Where?
Turns 34 in 2 weeks.
Let's do it.
Now you know what that means.
Hold on.
You got to be amazing.
No, you do the right thing. Just switch the ops. Keep the dongle
You hear
right where
me?
you at it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in your 30s, you got room for failure.
Yep, I've been hearing you say that all
So as soon as I come on 5-10 seconds, if it sounds like I'm gonna get
I appreciate the honesty, yeah.
Okay.
Other device headphones.
Headphones.
Let's get it.
I even got it this way.
Shout out to my boy Div. Shout out to Divis Peter, produced this.
Yeah, I'm back. Hey, I came back alive. I came back alive.
What the fuck?
I came back alive. They thought it was safe until I tried. Now they back inside. She came to my show and told you she ain't coming back tonight. You thought you was next, but then you not. I put them back in line. I was shots up. They
Alright.
I was in too deep, trying to find myself in the new space. Just a young boy with a hoop drink and a cool drink. Trying not to care about what you think. I was in too deep, trying to find myself in the new space. Just a young boy with a hoop drink and a cool drink. Trying not to care about what you think. But I almost died when I seen that look in your eyes. When you said that you couldn't be here by my side. You swore that you would never hurt me, but you lied. I know you tried, damn, you know I tried. Do every shovel.
Okay.
Play Golden Hour.
Oh, goddamn. That music.
Golden hour.
Alright. Switch up the vibe.
Trying to manage in mind and my manners. You're doing damage. You look outstanding. I gotta shoot my shots. All my heart is abandoned. I caught you red-handed. I know you ain't planning, but it be like that sometimes. It's just how it happened, yeah. I got good intentions, yeah. I'll treat you different, yeah. I don't wanna waste your time no more. Hope you got good intentions, yeah. Let's do more than visit, yeah. I don't wanna waste my time no more.
Should I leave the window open? Or should I close it?
This is my timer. Or I'm done.
This is not.
No, I don't have that boy, but I got this one. Oh, I got
Let's
this
see
one.
that. No, he ain't that. He ain't that.
Yeah.
It's just that. No.
It just wasn't it.
No, when you're in your 30s, you gotta come with it. You can't half step. You can't mediocre it. You got to come because you're competing with the 19s and the 20-year-olds. And when you come, you gotta come correct. You can't come half-ass, bro. It's this guy that we just did a 757, room 757 from Virginia. Then he from Chesapeake. Now he hard, 26, spaz.
What's his name?
Will, Sono Will.
Singing.
Sono Will. Hard. I think he got potential. And it's like, you competing with those characters, you know what I'm saying? When you're in 30s, it's like, you about to turn 34, like, you gotta, like, come with it, bro.
It seems silly now, but at the time I was kind of shook. But months later, I wrote the most important song of my career as a response. Because apparently, people don't stop enjoying music when they turn 30. And we need stories that relate to us too, so.
If everyone who turned 30 decide to hang up their jersey, who gon' shed light when these youngins don't know better? If my nephew leaves home at 18, does that mean he only got 12 years left to follow his dreams? I mean, who gon' put on for the old niggas? The only time limit on ambitions is death and good health. And it's crazy when you hear from old niggas, cause if they had a chance, they would take it themselves, and that's real. But they convince themselves that they old niggas, and I'ma stay young forever like HOV. And as I age, they'll say, damn, it's the grace for me. Almost at the finish line, so how I'm gon' quit? Late bloomer, they ain't know, but they was waiting for me. And the throne looking empty, guess where I'm gon' sit?
It took a while, cause my people still on my coattails. And we walking through the door together. We surfed the storm and it's a season, we ignored the weather. I'm not old, I'm weathered. I'm not hanging by a thread, I'm tethered. I'm like wine, I'm bettered by the process. I made a rule out my experience, they couldn't process. Got niggas up in heaven that's watching, I don't need to pray. And niggas in your city that's watching for me to lead the way. Niggas who ain't make it to 30 for them to see the day. Get with it or don't, I'm committed to this shit either way. If everyone who turns 30 decide to hang up their jersey, who gon' shed light when these youngins don't know better? If my nephew leave home at 18, does that mean he only got 12 years left to follow his dreams? I mean, who gon' put on for the old niggas? The only time limit on ambitions is death and good health. And it's crazy when you hear from old niggas, cause if they had a chance, they would take it themselves, and that's real.
You're 35, you're at a great fun age where you're just thinking about different shit. It's this generation's 18. Our parents and our great-grandparents, they lived to 40, 50, 60. That's why you got married at 18. You were only living at fucking 50.
And yeah, and even though that's like not what I wanted to hear, that was just one interaction. There was thousands of people there, and I made so many other great connections, like meeting people who already knew my music from Spotify or YouTube or whatever, running into artists that I've admired for years, getting VIP at the Rolling Stones event, shout out to my boy Kufu, and like getting to see like the next wave of artists that are coming up. And then all of those just unexpected collaborations that are bound to happen when you have this many creative people in one city. God.
I've done that a couple times. I'm actually recording right where I am.
It's these ones?
These ones.
Excuse me. Oh, let's go. Sennheisers, y'all make it wealthy.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Check. Alright. Yeah, hold the mic, niggas unite. Yeah, no weapon formed against a real nigga gon' prosper. I'm on seek and destroy, I ain't taking no calls. Wait to see if I fall. I did, still got back up and I bought. I slid into position like Trey Turner. I'ma speak my mind, but I ain't debating further. They think they got T. They think they Katie Couric. Ain't doing that, nothing. Last time they paid me late. Now they gon' pay me early, but you not gon' play me at all. These niggas having withdrawals. I'm just making withdrawals. I had to make do when I couldn't make it with y'all. I had to make news when they wasn't taking my calls. Now I'm on speed dial. Phone on D&D and a B&B. They keep on ringing me, but they can't speak to me. They sure can't sit with us, and they know they ain't seeing me.
Damn.
Don't hear it. So yeah, while they're like shortening the festival, I kind of got mixed feelings about it. Mostly positive feelings, but we'll see how it goes, really. By taking like a 2-week trip and cutting it in half, you definitely potentially save us a lot of money, because them hotels and Ubers be killing, boy. And then they're also gonna lower the badge prices, because they got to. It's a shorter festival, like the fuck. But hopefully this like makes it a lot more accessible to a lot of people. Like most people that are, you know, up and coming in the industry can't just drop everything. Like they can't drop their day job. They can't drop like taking care of their kids or like life in general to go and basically party and network for 2 weeks, right? And then aside from that, it's just also expensive. Like Austin's not a cheap place, but also they jack up the prices because of the festival every single year. So maybe this will even it out. Those are my hopes, that like it becomes more accessible to more people, and that breathes like a new fresh energy into the festival. Since going from like 2016 to up until recently, there were some times like just before the pandemic where, shoot, even from 2016 to 2017, you had people that were saying like, dang, bro, it's changing. It's not kind of feeling like it used to feel. And then we lost it altogether for the pandemic. And post-pandemic, it was kind of like fresh again. And then we had all of these different things happening in tech that like kind of contributed to making that tech side of the festival much more vibrant and connect more with the music side. Yeah, I think that more people, more new people is gonna like liven it back up again. And South by has been experimenting with international festivals, like doing stuff in London. They did something in Australia. I don't know what other places. I hope they come to Japan. That would be fire. I would love to be on South by Tokyo. But yeah, like when I look back on how it's been a part of my journey and career, I just know that like I just want that opportunity to remain possible for like the next generation of artists. And anyways, this was my sneaky way of like doing a South by Southwest vlog, because I've been wondering what to do with all of this damn footage, and now I can delete it. All right, the next redacted adventure, I'm gonna tell you about the time that I went to LA, which was like right after South by, and stayed there for like 4 months to finish my album, Big Dividends. And that is the last place that I was at in the States before I came here to Japan. I'm actually in Kyoto right now. Like, all right, I'm telling you too much.